Tomorrow, the first Marvel movie featuring a female lead will open in theaters. Brie Larson takes on the title role of Captain Marvel, and right alongside her is Lashana Lynch, who plays her best friend Maria. Take a look.
Where's your head at?
In the clouds. Where's yours?
On my shoulders. About to show these boys how we do it. You ready?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
That's right.
I got a chance to see the movie Tuesday. I think you're all really going to love it. For more on what you can expect, Lashana is with me in studio. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
This movie is so good. I mean, there are so many things that are awesome about it. It's a superhero movie. We see women in roles they're not often given in life or on screen. Let's talk about that first. To see two women as pilots who are strutting their stuff, doing their thing. How important is it for young kids to be able to actually see this on screen?
I think young kids of all backgrounds need to see themselves represented just in general. So to have a white woman, a black woman, an Asian woman all sharing the screen and supporting each other is the first thing. Secondly, to see female fighter pilots have their moment is incredible. We get to celebrate them. They do such an incredible job, and I feel like they're superheroes in themselves. They're women first as a superhero, they're a fighter pilot as a superhero, and then also they just are mothers. There's mothers out there taking over the world and they never get their chance to shine, so it just feels good to celebrate them.
And there's a beautiful spotlight on your character, Maria. She's a single mom, so superhero right then and there. Yeah. We know the movie's all about superheroes, obviously, it's Captain Marvel, but your character, I love that you see her raising this beautiful, strong, independent daughter, and it's not like it's the crux of her story that she's a single mom. It's just part of her story, and it's showcased beautifully.
Right, and it was a really nice opportunity for me to just spin that narrative on its head, because oftentimes we see the single mother who's struggling, or, you know, who can't deal with their child, or can't find childcare and things like that, and that is the real world. But also there's some single mothers out there who are absolutely owning it, and they never get their chance to be praised. So this is my chance of just saying thank you for your work.
Yeah, and normalizing it. Like, there's single moms and single dads everywhere, and that's cool.
Exactly, exactly.
There's a campaign to make sure that young girls get to see Captain Marvel. We saw a similar movement with Black Panther. Why do you think it's important, not only for young girls, but also young boys, to see this film?
I mean, I just feel really lucky that this is going to be like a classic movie for them. It's going to be a movie that they grow up with, and that they feel like they're being represented finally. They feel like they are seeing themselves on screen and that they can actually do anything. I didn't have the chance to have that when I was younger, so I feel really fortunate to be able to gift them something that is going to change their mentality completely. They're now able to grow up and think literally anything's possible. They can be a fighter pilot, they can be a scientist, like we saw in Black Panther, they could be literally anything. So I feel like it's just high time that we raise them with that mentality, and we raise them to know that they're capable of anything they put their mind to.
Absolutely, and that we raise our young boys, too, to see that this is cool and this is normal, and that they should support the women in their life, too.
Yeah, it's not just about us campaigning that. It's about all of us together moving as one, and I think this movie is definitely part of the movement.
Lashana, the movie's set in the 90s, which I love, and you grew up in the 90s, and I grew up in the 90s, so we're going to test you with 90s trends. Which one do you like better? First up, we have Uno versus pinball.
Ooh, Uno.
Uno, love it.
Yes.
The movie makes reference to 90s Brad Pitt, so we're pairing him up against another 90s heartthrob, 90s Leo DiCaprio. Who do you pick?
Leo DiCaprio.
Oh, good.
Oh, my God.
But Brady's so good.
I know.
Good. Okay, we pick both. We pick both.
Both. Yeah, they're on par.
The next one, pagers or payphones?
Payphones.
Really?
I loved putting the coin in. Yeah, I loved that.
And chancing it, seeing when you'd run out of time.
Yeah, exactly. And hearing the lady and quickly finding the coin. Yeah, that was me.
Okay, last one. I like the soundtrack of our youth, the dial-up internet versus CD-ROM.
Ooh, dial-up. There's something about that sound that actually really comforted me for some reason.
It's like
really working for my connection here. Yeah, dial-up.
It's so good to meet you, and thank you for the film, and thank you for coming in to talk about it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Captain Marvel hits theaters, Canadian theaters, on Thursday. Tune in tomorrow. You'll actually get to see me take on a Captain Marvel-themed obstacle course. Spoiler alert, I'm not very good at it. But anyway, that's coming up tomorrow.